Yo, what's good, everybody? This is the commissioner, Matt Stahlberger, here bringing you the Everything Wiffle podcast. Today, we're joined by Northwest Wolves manager, Dom Mastro. How we doing, Dom?
Doing good. Just excited for the season.
Sir, so today, we'll be talking a little about what's been out for 2025, and we're gonna be interviewing Dominic about his past season that he had with the Wolves. All right, boys. So, I guess 2025. If you guys follow the Instagram, I suggest you do that. SWBL_Wiffle on Instagram. Only come out with a couple of things, and Dom, you've seen some of these as well.
Yep.
So obviously the biggest one I think is the ball change. Switching to an actual wiffle ball this season. I think it's going to be a game changer for most people.
Right.
Because now everyone's kind of on the same playing field. You gotta learn to throw pitches with those balls for pitchers. Hitting's gonna be a lot different, especially the pitchers are dialed in. Hitting's a little harder, I guess. But I kind of like it. It's gonna be good. And then after that, then I came out with like the new roster sizes. It's not 1v1 anymore, but the roster size of up to 4 on a team. I don't know if that'll actually happen, if the team will have 4 people, but that's what I'm gonna put a limit at. And yeah, it should be good. Dan, what do you think about that?
I don't know. It's gonna be fun to see how it works out.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, basically what that's meaning is like if a player still has one guy to play, or like one guy only shows up to the field for the game, the team can still play. You can still play like 1v2 or 1v3 or whatever the scenario is. It's just gonna change the rules a little bit. So then the guy that is playing by himself obviously will get ghosties when he's hitting. Well, then when he's pitching, he'll play pitcher's hand. So if he gets the ball before the guy gets to the base, then they're out. But if it's like a 2v2 or whatever, all the same rules apply. You got to get the runner out, so got to cover first and throw the ball over there and step in the base before the runner goes, and all that. And then pretty much baseball rules after that. But unless you have one player, then a little different. But I don't know, I think it's kind of self-explanatory if you know how to play the game, and if you've seen how we play. So, and then we have the schedule. So right now there's 4 teams. Everybody will play 18 games, so you'll play 1 or 2 series against each team, so you'll play 6 games against each team. And then you'll have a home series and an away series. Is kind of how that's going to operate. And then the All-Star break will be after the 3rd series. And then that also will include a home run derby, hopefully, if we get to that. I hope we do. I hope we get to do everything this year.
Yep.
That'd be pretty fun, honestly. And then, then I kind of look like the standings. So instead of having an AL, NL, because we only have 4 teams, it's going to be 1 league. And then you get 3 points for a win, 0 points for a loss, and then if you go to extras, then the losing team in extra innings will get 1 point. The winning team will still get 3 for the win. And then if you win a series, so each series is 3 games, And if you win the series, which one team will always win a series because you can't tie in 3 games. But yeah, so then the winning team of the series will get an extra point. So say a team wins all 3 games and they get 9 points for 3 wins on 3 points for each win. That'd be 9, and then they would get an extra point for the series win. So then they would end up getting 10 points for that. And then kind of the same thing, like if they win 2 games, and they'll get 6 points, and then if they won the series, then they get 7. So it'll kind of go like that, and then tiebreakers head to head, obviously. But then say like you were 3-3 against them, then it would go to like a run differential kind of deal. But yeah, that's all I've really released so far for 2025. So I'm not going to talk about anything that I haven't released yet. But we got some things coming, and then it's pretty good. But yeah, so Dom, I got some questions for you, Dom.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna hit you with them, okay? All right, so reflecting on 2024, last year, the Wolves, you made a deep run, right? You made the World Series. You finally beat the Terror in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then made it to the World Series and had to play the reigning champs in the World Series. So after last year, where's your mind at, I guess? Like, how are you feeling, coming into 2025?
Making the World Series, it was cool. First time in 2 years. Hopefully can go out and find a pitcher for the team, and I think that's the one area that's got to be looked at this year.
Okay.
The mind's pretty good, just coming in ready for another season, see what happens.
Perfect. I like it. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people probably know how this is, but, what was it like going up against the Woodpeckers in the championship? And what did you learn from that series that you'll bring into 2025?
I don't know, there's just a lot of things that's got to be looked at, Woodpeck's a good team, he's leading the team, there's a history or whatever, pretty much everything. It's a good team all around.
Okay. You doing anything like any off-season preparation or anything like that?
No, just thinking about it.
Just thinking
Nothing
about
yet. Gotta throw some balls here soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me and Don, we were supposed to play a Winter Classic game that just never happened.
Nah, it was too cold.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't want to get any injuries during the season.
Yeah, playing in the snow. It would have been something, though.
In the ice.
Right. Okay, so last year, you hit 409 with 17 home runs last season. So are we thinking, we're going to have similar stats you put up this year, or?
That's always the hope, is try get better every year.
Okay.
See the stats progress.
Yeah, same thing with like your pitching. You had 28 strikeouts and you posted a 3.31 ERA on the mound. So, do you think you balance as a two-way player on the mound or on the mound and at the plate this season, or do you kind of find yourself being just the offensive aspect or defense?
If we can find a good pitch, I'm hoping I don't have to do much of that. Just hit and bring the offensive game for the team.
Okay. So, when you face Stahlberger, you pitched against the best hitter in the game. So,
Yeah.
when you play them again this season, you're gonna play him 6 times, right?
Yep.
And you're gonna have to play against him 6 times,
Mhm.
and you've never won against the Woodpeckers. So, is there like a certain strategy that you're gonna approach that specific series? Because that's probably gonna be a big mojo, big morale boost, I guess, and a big team boost, especially in the standings. If you were to pull off a win against the Woodpeckers, what do we think about that?
I don't know. They just gotta play. Be able to hit the woodpecker. Stalzy's good pitcher. Throw some heat on him. Just gotta be ready and look over and hopefully not give up too many runs. Keep the ball in the park.
Keep the ball in the park. I like it. Um, okay. So, as a season outlook right now, okay? So, what's the key to winning in 2025? What do you think? What do you think the team? Obviously, you said pitching is a main thing, but what besides pitching and hitting, what do you think the team needs to do to be able to win in
Just
2025?
put runs up and play defense.
Okay. Um.
Be able to maintain leads and strand some runners.
Okay. I was kind of thinking, because I was at every game, so
Right.
I see. I think what the Wolves need to do this year, Dom, and I think the Wolves need to be a little bit more consistent.
Right.
I think you need to be more consistent on the mound. I think you need to be a little more consistent in how you approach your ABs, and not kind of like give yourself away early in the game.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. Consistency is a big key here.
yeah, especially in such a short season, you only play 18
Right.
games, so I mean it's not a lot.
Just got to be consistent. What, all 3 innings?
Yep.
That's just a big part of it. Is got to put up runs every inning and hold some runs.
Yeah. So in the past, since you've joined the league in 2023, it's been pretty clear that Adam Kish and the Great Lakes Terror have been your clear rival.
Right.
Are we gonna see the same thing here in 2025 of the Wolves and Kish's team are you guys gonna go at it again, or do you think after facing Stahl in the World Series and the Woodpeckers now losing to them, do you think the Woodpeckers are more of a rival, or do you still see the Terror as you guys' biggest competitor at the moment?
I still see the Terror as a good team, and I think we're going to be rivals with them this year again.
Okay. Yeah, I love your guys' rivalry, honestly. I think back-to-back years, you guys have had the best rivalry in the league.
Hmm.
I love it. Every single time you guys are on the field together, it's constant shit talk. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
But
It's fun playing him. He has a good team over there, too.
yeah, we're not too sure what his roster is gonna look like, but um, hopefully he'll be able to find some guys to really build a good team, and I think he will. There's been some dudes
Right.
that I've already talked to him about and who's going to be on his team and stuff like that. So on paper, it sounds like he should have a decent roster, but obviously players got to perform.
Hmm.
But yeah, so okay, we're kind of getting to some of the unserious stuff now. Now we're just gonna have some fun, Dom. So, is there any like on a game day, right? Do you have any like routines or superstitions that you have on game days?
Not really. Just got to show up and play.
Okay, kind of like a go with the flow kind of.
Get a good night's sleep the night before. That's a big thing.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Any superstitions here for the woodpeckers that you do? Woodpeckers? My bad.
I mean, not really. I've been pretty used to kind of just like setting up the field, I guess.
Hmm.
But I don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, that's right. MJ Field's gone,
Yep.
and
So,
I know,
good times were there.
I know. If you guys haven't watched the 30 for 30 on MJ Field, a good tribute to that field. You know.
You know, I'm gonna miss that place. A lot of good things happened there
Yeah,
for a long time.
three World Series chips.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, good stuff. I mean, I I enjoy it. Gonna miss playing at in the old backyard, but you know, times are changing. You know, if you guys want to know why we're actually not playing there anymore, is because I don't live there anymore. You know, we always used to play in my backyard. My parents moved, so we moved houses, and now where we live now, we don't have a big enough backyard to play wiffle ball back there. So where we will be playing games is yet to be announced on the Instagram, so I'm not going to spoil it yet, but it's going to be pretty fun.
Just
But
a couple people know. That's about it. The league members.
yeah, not too many outsiders are aware of what we're going to do. But yeah, so my parents moved, so that's the only reason we're not able to play there anymore. But you know, it's okay. Everything comes to an end. So
It's just sad to see it happen right now after three-peat.
I know. I don't even know if you would classify that as a three-peat. I mean, I guess I do because technically, like, the other seasons weren't ever finished.
Right.
But I don't know how you would like technically classify that because there's a 3 year gap between 2019 and 2023 where we didn't
Right.
finish a year. So I mean, I guess I classify it as a
COVID.
three-peat, but no, we actually had playoffs though in COVID, and we just didn't
Oh,
finish them.
really?
Yeah, it was the Woodpeckers, the Screwballers, Terror, and Stars. We played the American League side of the
Ah,
playoffs. So
right.
I beat the Stars and Ben Kish in 3 games, so 2-1
Okay.
in 3 games, and then Rowan Bresnahan and Adam Kish also went the distance in 3 games. That was the one remarkable game where Adam beat Rowan, and Rowan threw a no
With
hitter and
the,
still lost,
yeah.
which is absurd. I don't know how that even happens, but no, I think
Interesting, man.
I made a joke with Rowan that day. I was like, for the amount of balls you threw, I'd be rich. Like if I had a quarter for every ball that he threw, I told him I'd be rich. I think I like did the estimation or not. No, I did the calculations for how many balls he threw. Like afterwards, I like went through all the tapes and stuff. I think I would have made over $20.
Shit.
Yeah, it was something else.
You know,
But
that's going to be another thing to experience with these balls is, seeing how consistent, the balls will be put in strikes and whatever
oh yeah, yeah, consistency on the mound is gonna be big this year.
for everyone because, nobody's used to these balls.
Yeah, I mean I've thrown with them a little bit, but I'm still I'm not gonna be a pro. Like I'm not just
Right.
gonna like go out there game one and just be fucking lights out.
Chucking them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's going to be interesting to see everyone, how they go to it and get used to it.
yeah, I think that'll be probably the biggest aspect of 2025 in this upcoming season. Honestly, but it should be fun. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yep.
Dom, do you have a favorite football moment in your career so far?
It's got to be beating the Terror in the playoffs, hitting a walk-off.
Oh, okay. Love that. The walk-off home run in the regular season.
Oh, yeah. For the series win or whatever it was.
Yeah, I remember that fucking walk-off bomb to end it. I think it was that in the bottom of the third? You guys go to extras that game.
That was bottom. He took the lead late in the uh,
I think that was
top
game
of
of
the
the year,
third.
honestly. I would probably give that game of the year. You guys were back and
Yeah.
forth. That was fun. Unbelievable. I didn't think you were going to pull that off. I'm going to be honest.
Nah, I didn't. You know, after he took the lead, I'm like, you know, that's game over. I couldn't hit that game.
Yeah, weren't you down? You were down big, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, then it was a walk-off walk, I guess you could call it. I think that's what it was, to go to the World Series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had bases loaded walk. Pretty sure.
He hit me, I think, didn't he?
Uh, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't too enthusiastic in the video when you won. I was like, wow,
Nah, you
World
know,
Series,
I
the World
think
Series, yeah.
that was just a game. I think the Terror just didn't want to face you again.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, kind of sold, but I mean,
Yeah. He could have easily won that game. I think he just gave it to me.
yeah. I don't. Maybe he didn't want the smoke 2 years in a row.
Yeah. Nah, it'll be think, you know, you could see two new teams in the World Series this year.
That's true. That's true. If you
We
guys,
don't know. Fuck, we might not make it.
I mean, yeah, like, yeah, me and the, you mean the Woodpeckers, like, might not even. I don't really know what to expect. It's a completely different game. Like, I think any teams, I think they're all the same.
Right.
They're all on the same playing field, at least at the beginning of the season. And obviously, like, as the season progresses, you know, teams will figure it out and be better. But I think a sleeper team right now is probably the Huskies.
Yeah.
That's my sleeper team because I think you, the Wolves, the Terror, and the Woodpeckers. I think they're all contenders, and then everybody's just counting out the Huskies because you know they've never really been that good.
Right. And we got a new owner for that team now.
Yeah, Haley's not. She kind of dropped out of her position. Her younger brother's coming in.
Yep.
You
Gonna
know,
take on a big role here.
yeah, and he's a baseball player himself currently. He's a freshman, so he's playing baseball. But yeah, I've been playing wiffle ball with him for a couple of years now, and
Yep.
he's finally old enough to be in the league. And yeah, so he's a good player. So definitely going to be
Yeah.
interesting to
For sure.
see how his season goes. And you know, the guys on his team, he's got one of his buddies playing, and then I think Haley said that she would only play if he didn't have anybody there to play with
Yeah.
him.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see.
You know, I still think one of a good moment last year was when the Huskies beat the Gophers.
The Huskies beat the Gophers?
Didn't they?
No, they beat the Rhinos down.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Haley played Sam.
She took him yard. I remember that, though.
Yeah, she did.
That was a good moment. You know,
Yeah, it was something.
newcomer and Samuel Bordner.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Gophers are not coming back this year.
Or ever.
Yep. We're not going to discuss what happened with Samuel, but that's good.
We're gonna keep that between league members only.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What a time. I wonder if what's my favorite moment in my career? You know, I've done so much.
Right.
I mean, the list just goes on.
Fuck. Too many to pick from, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think it was the first one. I think the first World Series I won. I think it wasn't even me winning the World Series because after Game 1, I knew it was over. Max wasn't gonna beat me because as soon as I hit the walk-off grand slam to win it in the bottom of the first in Game 1 of the World Series. After that, I knew that shit was over. Like, honestly, that might have been the most important home run of my career. I've hit a couple of walk-offs in my day. You know, I hit a walk-off home run against Adam in the World Series in '23.
Yeah.
Game 1 as well.
Right.
But I mean, that wasn't as special as probably the first World Series. I think the first one was probably the most memorable back in 2019. What a time.
Right.
Man. I was on a roll. I didn't even think I was gonna beat Rowan, and I kicked his ass.
Yeah.
If you guys don't remember, Rowan was the best pitcher in the league in 2019 in our first season. He was the guy. He was the Cy Young Award winner, but somehow still managed to get the 1 seed over him. I beat him in points. So I don't know. That was something. Good times though.
Right.
Dom, you talk a lot of shit in the league. What do you think is who do you think's the best trash talker? And what's the funniest thing that you've heard on the field?
Oh man, I don't know. A lot of good shit talkers out there in the league. The Woodpeckers are a good one.
I don't say much though.
No, it's mostly me and Adam.
I'm pretty laid back on the field. I kind of let my play do the talk.
Yeah, and then shit. Sometimes you don't talk if you ever get down.
Yeah.
Gotta just lock right back in.
Mhm. So you gonna say Adam?
Yeah, probably. If I had to pick, probably.
Adam's got some good chirps.
Oh yeah. I don't even know. What does he say? Sometimes I'll just zone him out and get right back into the field.
Yeah.
All comes down to, if you can stay focused.
It's true. Short game, gotta lock in.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't even know what if I would say for that either. I don't know what the funniest thing I've ever heard. I'm not too sure. Maybe this was a long time ago. It wasn't last year, but 2019 playoffs, where everybody was over, and one of the guys that was over when we were playing, he wasn't in the league. He was one of our buddies, but he was talking shit to Ben, and then Ben started chasing him and said I had to practice my swing.
That's hilarious.
That was good.
Did he ever hit him with the swing?
Oh, probably. I can imagine. Yeah, that was good though. I think that's the only thing I would say.
Yeah.
All right.
Lot of good things.
I got some closing questions for you, Dominic.
Yep.
Okay. So, I want you to give me one bold prediction for yourself and your team.
Oh man, I think a goal for myself is gonna be a prediction is I think I'm gonna hopefully get 20 bombs again this year.
Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's mostly what I do. I don't ever get another hit. It's just fucking power.
Okay. I like it. The balls are coming in a little harder now. The balls.
So go a little farther.
Hard plastic, yeah. So you really square that baby up, and it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. What about a team prediction? What's the team prediction here? Bold team prediction.
Just hopefully making the playoffs.
Everybody makes the playoffs, Tom.
Chase another ring.
Okay, so you're thinking another World Series appearance.
Yep.
Okay, so Wolves make World Series. Who do you beat in the playoffs, first round?
The Terror.
Okay, so you think Woodpeckers 1, and then you, Terra, the 2-3?
Yep.
Okay.
Could go either way.
Okay. I'm gonna give you
we just haven't seen enough from the Huskies that we can't, if they're gonna fucking beat everyone or not.
Okay. Well, Dom, I have my own.
Well, yeah, yours is gonna what? Win the World Series?
No, I'm not gonna predict that because that's kind of a given. When you win 3, you're just expected to get back.
Another one, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like expected to get back to the World Series. But no, so I think it's gonna come down to this playoffs. Honestly, I think a prediction for myself is, I'm gonna put up an ERA under 1.
Oh yeah,
Yep. I think I have
that'll
an
be
ERA under 1.
nice.
And
That'll be
that's gonna
nice,
be pretty hard to do.
right?
So, and then a team, I think a bold prediction for the Woodpeckers would be a second season where we go undefeated.
Okay.
Because I went undefeated in 2023, and then last year I only lost 1 game, and that was to Adam. And that was in the regular season. So I think I go undefeated again this year. That's my bold prediction. Probably won't happen, but I mean, always gotta think that way. I don't lose.
Yeah.
I gotta think that I don't lose. I get the best winning percentage in the league all time.
Yeah.
85%.
That's a good number.
That's the best number. Nobody else is even close.
Good place for you to be at, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so how about a message to the fans, Dom? What are you going to say for Wolves fans who are hoping for a championship in 2025? What do you got to say?
We just gotta be consistent, and I hope you guys root all year. Stay with us.
Anything
Yeah.
else? That's
No.
it.
Yep.
You're not gonna promise them a ring?
Nah, we can't do that.
Wow.
Because it's not gonna happen.
Well, not with that attitude. It's not gonna happen, Dom. You gotta believe in your team, Dom. You gotta believe.
Yeah, well, right now there is no team.
Okay.
Right now it's just me on the roster. Gotta get some scouting going.
You gotta start recruiting, dude. Opening day's in like April. You're almost like a month and a half out, Dom.
Yeah.
That's okay though. You good. All right. Any final thoughts? Anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
No, not really. Thanks for having me on the first podcast.
Of course.
Looking forward to another good year.
Hell yeah, Dom. Love that. But yeah, all right. SWBL Nation. This is the Everything Wiffle podcast, and we'll see you. Probably gonna do many more of these this season. We only did 3 last year, so I kind of want to do more. It's kind of fun to talk about stuff. As we get through the season, we'll be able to talk about games and other situations, and kind of just like go with the flow. And
Right.
I think Dom Mastro, instead of being a special guest, Dom's probably going to be the co-host of this, so you'll be listening to us all the time. So.
Looking forward.
Yes, sir. So, yep. Appreciate you guys watching or listening, whatever you're doing. And, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go Birds, baby.